Hello and welcome. So I made a video a little while back playing with decomposing echoes, and then from the shadow crystals that you get from decomposing echoes, I then created the echo for Nikki-Bloom Poetry in order to awaken it and get the recolor. And in the comments section of the video, I've received the same question multiple times, and it seems very frustrating for people. And so I decided it was best to answer that question with a video, since it's such a source of frustration for so many people, which is understandable. So the question that people have is, why can't I decompose my echoes? I have multiple duplicate echoes and the game won't let me decompose them. So when they go into the decomposer, which is in the dream cube, let's go to that. In the bottom right hand corner, we click on dream cube and there's the decomposer. And so on the top, the three tabs, let's click on the echoes tab. And then what you'll see, I'm going to click on my UR tab because it'll look like that. You'll have multiple echoes, you go to decompose them, multiple duplicate echoes, you go to decompose them and there's nothing there and you're like, what the heck? So before I get into the answer, I do want to say you're absolutely correct. It is frustrating, and this is a game design choice made by the devs, and so we just have to accept it. It's frustrating because you don't always need the echoes, and you would rather decompose them and get the shadow crystals, but you can't. You just got these extra echoes that you don't really need, and it'd be great to have the shadow crystals, but you like I said, it's a game design choice by the devs, and so we have to accept that this is just how the game is written. So let's answer the question, why can't you decompose your duplicate echoes? So to answer that, first we need to talk about the two functions of echoes. The echoes do two things. The first thing that an echo does is it awakens your reflection. Let's go into the arc. And in the bottom left-hand corner there, you see Awaken. And you need one echo. I want to go to one that I don't have an echo for, which I don't have the echo for Snow. So I want to look at that one. So what you need to awaken a reflection, for example, you need all the pieces of the suit. You need to star the suit up to the appropriate level. And as you see, there's the echo thumbnail there. You need one echo. So for all reflections, UR, SSR, and SR, you need one echo to awaken the reflection and get the recolor. So that's one function, the first function of an echo. The second function for an echo, what the echoes do for us. If we go into the main area here, and I'm just going to look at Lowen, Dance of Time, which is actually Glittering Date. Let's switch them back to Glittering Date. This is what people see most often. So if we go to the far right hand side there, those are four tabs on the bottom. We want to go to the Call of Reflection tab. And then see the upgrade button. I'm going to click on that. And here it's telling me I need 3 echoes. There's the echo thumbnail again for Glittering Date. We need 3 echoes. I need 3 of these echoes to upgrade this reflection to the next level. It's called echo leveling. And I'm on the 3rd to get to the next level 4. I need 3 more echoes. So I just want to touch upon that. Again, there are 2 functions for echoes. One is to awaken your reflection and get the recolor. Well, it's not just, I always talk about the recolor because I love the recolors. It also makes your reflection much more powerful. Let's go look at that really quick. And I'll show you. We're going to the bottom left again, Awaken. And when you awaken one, if we look over there on the right, increase stats 15%. It makes your reflection so much more powerful when you awaken it. And you get the recolor. So, the first function of echoes is to awaken, and the second function is to upgrade and make them more powerful. It's also called echo leveling. And so, hang on, give me a moment while I catch up in my notes. I'm actually going to pause it. I've gone past my notes. I've got to scroll them up. All right, I'm caught up with my notes again. Okay, so in my notes, I wanted to show you guys in your profile picture, you can see how many echoes you have. So in the upper left-hand corner, we're going to click my profile picture. In the bottom right is item. I'm going to click item. And then you can scroll to, there's all your echoes, and it tells you how many they have. Now we're going to use Lilith, Voice of Desire. I'm going to click on that one. And you see here over on the upper right hand side, it says that I own 2 Lilith Voice of Desires. So I have 2, these are 2 echoes. I own, that's what that thumbnail is. That's always an echo thumbnail. So I have 2 two Voice of Desire echoes. But if I go look at the Decomposer, down in the bottom right, Dream Cube, click on Decomposer, go to Echoes, that's a UR. There's nothing there. I have 2, but there's nothing showing up. And then that's the question is why? Why can't I decompose these? So this is the answer. And then we're going to break it down. The game will not let you decompose any echoes that are required for awakening your reflection or leveling your reflection, upgrading your reflection. So you need to have enough echoes to both awaken your reflection and max echo your reflection. After that point, you can start decomposing echoes. I realize that's really confusing, so we're going to break that down. We're going to start with the easy one, which is awakening your reflection. So we're going to go back into here where we awaken. And we're going to take a look at Ashley Meteoric Feather. So where are you? There you are. The reason I chose her is because I can awaken her. All right, so you can see that I've already crafted the echo. If you look at the echo thumbnail, it says I have 1 of 1 echo. What I'm missing is she hasn't reached, haven't started her up to 3-0. So let's go star her up really quick so we can go ahead and awaken her. So let's see, we need to go back here. I should have enough mats to go ahead. And the reason I left it this way is I want to just show y'all this as well. There's Meteoric Feather. So she has to be 3-0, star 3-0. Now if I try to rank her up, look, I can't. Unlocks when the designer's reflection is level, let's do it again, reaches level 40. So you can't get to 3 stars until your reflection's level 40. So let's go back here and let's go to level 40. There we go, click on confirm. And then now we'll be able to go to 3 stars. There we go, 3 stars. Now, just really quickly before we jump out of here, to awaken a reflection, SR reflections need to be level 40, 3 stars. The SSR reflections and the UR reflections need to be 4 stars and level 60. So that's across all the, URs, all of them, 4 stars, level 60, SSRs, all of them, level 60, 4 stars, and for SRs, that would be level 40 and 3 stars. You can see the ones I've awakened because I don't spend any more mats past the point that I have to, because I'm not going to use most of these. I'm not going to ever use them in any styling battles. So I don't want to waste my mats. I just get them to that point where I can awaken them and get the recolor and then just stop. All right, so we've got her to 3 stars. We can awaken her now. So let's go to, I'm going really fast. I'm sorry, I'm going to the bottom left to awaken her. And then there she is at the top there. And she's ready to be awakened. We've got all the suit pieces. We have 1 of 1. We have 1 echo. That's what we're talking about. We have 1 echo. And then we have her designer's reflection is stars 3-0. So let's click on awaken. And then you're like, oh my gosh, it's Lilith. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry. Let's go grab the stuff out of here. Okay, and then let me catch up with my notes. Let's see. I feel bad. I'm going to pause again. I'll be right back. Okay, that's what okay. So I only had one echo for, let's put it back to it was not called Meteoric Oath. What is this? It is Meteoric Feather. That's right. So I only had one echo, but that one echo has now been consumed. So another way you can look at the echoes is, actually we could look at it there. Let's do that. I'm sorry. Let's go back in the arc. Actually, let's open her up. Let's grab this. I'm sorry. All the little things are like, let's get rid of those. Okay. So, let's go back to the initial form, Meteoric Feather. So if we look at the call of reflection and we do upgrade, I have no echoes. I had one echo, but it was consumed when I awakened the reflection. So you need one echo to awaken the reflection, and the game will not let you decompose that echo that's needed to decompose. Excuse me. Let me try that again. The game will not let you decompose the echo that is required to awaken the reflection. So if you have one echo, you will not see it in the decomposer. The game will not let you decompose it. You need it to awaken the reflection. Okay, now the second function of echoes, which is to upgrade your reflection and call of reflection. Okay. I didn't do a very good job with my notes. Can you tell I'm having to figure out where I am? Consumed the echo. Now we're talking about upgrading the reflection. Okay, and I'm going to use Chenyi, Jamais Vu for this example. All right. So let's find Chenyi, Jamais Vu. There he is.
This is just another show.
Okay, so we're going to go to Call of Reflection, the tab on the very right. So upgrading your reflection to make it more powerful is also called echo leveling. To upgrade your reflection with echoes or echo leveling, we go into the last tab on the right, which is Call of Reflection, and then once again, click the upgrade button. And here you see I have I have 10 echoes available for this, right? However, if we go to I have 10 Jamais Vu echoes, but when we go to the decomposer, it's an SR. Oh, it's an echoes, I'm sorry. If you look, there's no Jamais Vu. And the question is why? And that is because the game will not let you decompose the echoes that are needed to upgrade your reflection. So actually, let's go look at, I wrote this down, hang on, because otherwise just me saying it's very confusing. I'm going to go open that doc up. All right, so it doesn't get so confusing with me just rattling off numbers. So for UR reflections, you need one echo to awaken it, and you need 11 echoes to max echo and to max upgrade it. So you need a total of 12 echoes. The game will not let you decompose the first 12 echoes for your UR reflections. That's why in Jamais Vu, I had 10 echoes and I still couldn't decompose any because the game is holding on to them. For UR reflections, starting from the 13th echo forward on up, it will then show up in your decomposer and you can decompose them. For SSR reflections, you need 10. You need 1 to awaken. You need 9 to max echo on upgrade for a total of 10. So from your 11th echo on up, it will show, this is for SSRs, silver reflections, then you'll see them in your decomposers. For bronze reflections, the SR reflections, you need 1 to awaken, 7 to upgrade for a total of 8. So on your 9th bronze echo, you'll see it in the decomposer. So I hope that made sense. I know it can be very confusing. You can see the breakdown of the two functions of the echoes right here. You need them, an echo is used to awaken your reflection, an echo is used to upgrade your reflection. The game will not let you decompose any echoes until you have collected enough for it to complete both those functions. Once you have enough echoes to fully complete both those functions of the echoes, it will then allow you to decompose them. Like I said, it's a little annoying. I'm never going to use a lot of the SR reflections. I don't have no need for them to be max echoed, but that is the, what is it called? The play of the game? That's the play of the game. So let's go back to okay, so I think there's 2 more things to discuss, and then we're done. The next thing I want to talk about is farming Zoe Mercenary Queen and Jax Punk Knight. Let's head back to the game. And by the way, I'll put all of that information, the little graphic I just showed you, I'll put it in the description as well. All right, so let's talk about farming Zoe Mercenary Queen and Jax Punk Knight. So if you go to Gate of Heart, which is our permanent path, and then we go to the Diamond path, with the Sea of Fantasy path, and we look at all items, in here you'll see both Mercenary Queen, there she is, and as you see, it out of the path drops the echoes. The first one would be the reflection, and then any after that would be echoes. So you can get echoes for Zoe Mercenary Queen out of the permanent path, as well as, where's Jax? There we go. There's Jax Punk Knight. So these echoes also drop out. So you can also get them, besides dropping out of the permanent path, you can get them out of the Intel Hub. So the bottom left, Design Center. Did I click on it? And then the upper right, O3, Designer Intel Hub. And if you see, there's 2 columns right there for Jax and Zoe. So I've been farming Zoe because Jax is an SR echo that you could get, and Zoe's an SSR echo. So you get more shadow crystals from an SSR echo. So I've been farming hers first. And I've only got 3 left, as you see right there. On the left-hand side, it says available 3. Those are the echoes. You can see the little echo thumbnail. I've only got 3 left. I guess, let's see, in SSR, what did you need? 9 to max echo? Oh, actually, and then you need to awaken. So what is it, 10, right? Yeah, it's 10. So I'm guessing that you could only get 10 echoes out of there. I don't remember. I've been farming it for so long. I don't remember where it started. Let's assume it was 10. So once I get these last 3, I won't be able to farm any more out of there. With Jax, I haven't even really started on her. As you can see, it's still locked. But for SR, the bronze echoes, you need a total of 8. So I'm assuming that there'll be 8 that drop out of there. Also I've already got her reflection, so that reflection, when I get it, will turn into an echo. So people, they will farm and get all of the echoes out of here for Zoe and Jax. Now let's go to the ones above it and see her echo right there. There's 7 available. The other ones do not have echoes that drop out of a pavilion, so you don't get any extras to decompose. They're not really useful. So unless you're planning to use these in battle and you want to echo level them, there's not much point of getting anything more than the single echo needed for the recolor of the outfit. So people don't farm Qinyu and Yexiao and Xiangshitong because they can't get extra echoes for decomposing. However, Jax and Zoe very much are completely farmed. Get every last little echo out of there for decomposing. If we go look at, because I've been farming her for a while, as well as she just drops for me because I've been pulling from the permanent path. If we go to the Dream Cube and go to the Decomposer, Mercenary Queen is an SSR. So we go to the SSR tab, and you can see we're going to do that in just a second. Let me get off there again. You can see I've got already 11 copies. That's on top of, for an SSR, there's 10 echoes that the game won't even let me decompose. So this is from the 11th echo on up. So I've already had the 10 echoes that the game won't let me decompose. I've got 11 here. So what is that? 21 So I've had 21 echoes so far of Mercenary Queen, but like I said, I've been working really hard with her in the Intel Hub and farming her echoes. So the last thing, and then we're going to wrap up here, is I want to talk about shadow crystals. So for when you decompose an SR, I'm going to click on an SR here. You see up there it says shadow crystal times 1. You get 1 shadow crystal for an SR echo, decomposing an SR echo. Let's go here. You get 5 shadow crystals. You see right there, shadow crystal times 5. You get 5 shadow crystals for decomposing an SSR. I have no URs. That would be crazy if you had extra URs to decompose. Anyways, URs give you 20 shadow crystals. Now there is actually a formula to this. It's 1/3. It gives you 1/3 the amount that is needed to create the echo. So if you wanted to create an SR echo, for example, Bloom Poetry, you want to create Bloom Poetry because that's the only way to get the echo in the game. So that's the only way to awaken the reflection and get the recolor. You have to come in here and you decompose 3 shadow crystals, and then I'll show you what you do. You can also watch the video where I did this. You go into Arc here, and I'm going to do it different because I've already done her, but I'm not going to press the button because it just does it. Actually, I'm in the wrong place. We go to Awaken. Let's just grab one, Midnight Elegance. Oh, she's already let's grab one that I haven't awakened yet. Let's go with Morning Breeze. So you click here. And if I pressed exchange with shadow crystal there, and if I pressed go, I'm not going to do that because it doesn't ask you. There's no, do you want to do this? It just consumes your shadow crystals. So, but if I did exchange with shadow crystal there, it would create an echo from my shadow crystals. Actually, I don't think I have decomposed any, but I don't want to test it. I don't think I have, but I'm not going to test it because, like I said, it doesn't ask you. It just consumes your shadow crystals. So for Bloom Poetry, you would go into Bloom Poetry, you would click on the thumbnail of the echo, and then you would do exchange with shadow crystal. It would cost you 3 shadow crystals. SR reflections, if you want to create an echo from shadow crystals, they require 3 shadow crystals to make. Let's go back here. So if they take 3 shadow crystals to make, when you decompose them, they give you 1. It gives you 1/3 of the amount. So SSRs, if you want to create an echo, an echo with your shadow crystals, I don't think this is a good idea. I wouldn't do this. I would save them for URs. You have the 1 SR, of course, which is Bloom Poetry, but after that, save them for URs. But, we'll just do this for completion. If you want to make an SSR echo from the shadow crystals, it will cost 15 shadow crystals. 1/3 of that is 5. So when you decompose them, you get 1/3 of it. So you get 5 shadow crystals, but it takes 15 to make them. URs, it's the same thing. It takes 60 shadow crystals to make a UR. So when you decompose it, you get 20. So, that's the biggie. That's what you're going to want to do other than Bloom Poetry. That's what you want to do with your echoes is you want to, these amazing events, the hell events where you get these great reflections, powerful reflections, but then to keep pulling from the path for an echo can be incredibly expensive. So you might want to, this is where you would use your shadow crystals to recreate an echo. So you don't have to pull so heavily and expensively from a hell path. However, I would look at the future hells. Shadow crystals are precious, and it takes 60 of them to create 1 echo. So I would look at the future hells and look at the reflections. I don't know if you're here for a collection and you're like, no, I want a reflection because that recolor is beautiful and I don't want to spend the money to pull for an echo. So, maybe if you're for collection, you want to use your shadow crystals for that way. Or if you're here, like you want to beef up your reflection to be more competitive in arena, then, use your shadow crystals. You might want to find what's kind of the OP hell reflection and save up your crystals for that one. It's really good to plan ahead on how you're going to spend your shadow crystals because they are precious, and it takes 60 to make a UR reflection. Make a UR echo. All right, so that wraps everything up. I hope that explains it. I know that people were, at least in the comments, seemed very frustrated. So I hope this clears up and answers the questions. And I guess that's it. All right, I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye-bye.